What is up, Instagram? I want to put a heading on this thing, but I don't actually know how, so I'm not going to do that. I think this is my first Instagram live, which is really exciting. Well, for me, anyway. I'm here in London, so it is, I think it's around 10 a.m. here in London. My peeps in New Zealand are probably tucking themselves into bed, so I imagine it's a perfect time to be scrolling Instagram and watching this. What's happening? Yeah, so I'm just jumping on here. A couple of days ago I posted up a post about skin health specifically, and about how I've healed, hey Lou, how I've healed my my own skin, and I got quite a bit of interest on that post, so I just wanted to jump in here and share my my skin journey in the hopes that some people will resonate and it will help them. Hey girl. So just to give you a bit of a backstory, so I always had really hormonal, well not even hormonal, I always had really acneic skin as a teenager, probably from the age of, I don't know, 14, 15 up to like 30, 32, and I'm 34 now, so it's been a long journey. I've tried everything. I was on antibiotics for a little while before I knew the dangers of antibiotics. I would absolutely never recommend them now for skin. I tried, what did I try? I mean, I tried every single Clearasil product and everything that was on the market for skin at that age. Not having the awareness that I do now that that there's just marketers sitting at their desk, you know, making us teenagers feel that we're not enough because we have this pimply skin, and we'll go out and buy their products. And anyway, that's a whole other story for another day. But basically I tried everything to try and heal this skin. I had even as like in my early 20s, I would break down crying to my boyfriend before work because I didn't want to go out in public and be seen with like pimples all over my chin. And looking back on it, it wasn't even that bad, but to me it was really bad, and that's another lesson in itself. Don't ever compare anybody else's pain to yours, because it's always relative, and that was like the deepest pain I had known, to do with my appearance and my self-worth and my self-image. And yeah, it really got me down, and that was my journey. And I kind of gave up on it in a way. I just stopped trying everything. You know, I went on the contraceptive pill to try and clear it up as well, because I'd heard that that was a miracle cure. It's not for everyone. And yeah, I finally come to a place in my journey where I have found what works for me, and so I want to share that with everyone, because it's a lot simpler than we are led to believe. I refuse to buy into the hype that marketing companies tell us about what we need for our skin. As I said before, I think that marketing companies and the marketing managers at these companies, they are literally paid to make women feel as if they're not enough, and that they need their products in order to be beautiful, in order to be accepted. Hey Shan! Yeah, so I refuse to buy into that. And honestly, my skin regime is so simple, and that's why I want to share it with you guys, because my philosophy, my ethos, my beliefs, everything I do is to do with consciousness and conscious consumerism, and supporting you know, toxin-free, organic, natural brands, and just doing things that are really like simple and basic. As I said in my Instagram post, I've never had any work done on my face, never had Botox, never had fillers, never had like expensive light therapy or any of that stuff. And big ups and kudos to people that do. That's their journey. I'm not saying that that's necessarily a bad thing to do, but if that is the hey Kate, if that is the route that you're going down, please just do it from a place of like alignment, and not from a place of lack. Don't ever do anything with your appearance or your physical body from a place of lack. It has to be really conscious and well thought out, and that's also another conversation for another day, and that's not where I'm going. So I just want to be completely transparent with you. I'm not wearing any makeup today. I have literally just washed my face. I'm a bit glowy because I'm sweating. It's very hot in London. It's nice to have the beautiful Kate here, who's an incredible facialist. She's just opened her new studio in Oraki Village. Can't wait to come and check it out. Went off on a bit of a tangent there. Where was I? Yeah, so that's where I come from. That's my ethos. It's all about doing more and creating more with less. And for me, it always comes back to your mindset. For me, happiness is an inside job, so that's something that I really focus on first before doing the other stuff. And that's why I said in my Instagram post that I believe I healed my skin through my mindset and through my beliefs that I was capable of having healthy skin. I'm currently running a women's group coaching program called All in Alignment. I have women in there from all over the world. The beautiful Shan, who's on here, she's in there. And this week is Health Week, so it's a 6-week program, and we have a different focus every week. This one's all about health and nutrition and movement and all of that kind of stuff. And I have a firm belief that some people struggle with their weight loss journey or struggle with their fitness or health journey because they don't have the belief that they deserve that, and they don't have the belief that they deserve the beautiful body or the toned body or the beautiful skin or whatever it is. And so for me, that was the most important part of my journey to skin health, was like having the belief that I could have beautiful skin. And as people started commenting on it to me saying, "Oh my God, your skin looks amazing," I would make sure that I actually received that compliment, because I think so often as women we brush off those compliments and we refuse to accept them. So that's a little takeaway. Next time someone gives you a compliment, like fully receive it in every cell of your body, because when we don't receive it and we say, "Oh no, I look hideous," or whatever, you're actually robbing that person of the joy of being able to give you a compliment. So that's a takeaway. Now I'll get on to my actual regime and what I do. So about maybe 6 months ago, I joined a skin health bootcamp with my beautiful friend Jenna Hitchcock, who's a holistic skin therapist. Well, she's moved into a new life now. Hey everyone that's joining, nice to see you. And she, in her skin health bootcamp, she put me onto this regime of Jeunesse products. And this is, I'm certainly not, that's what they are. I'm certainly not sponsored by Jeunesse. I'm not, I'm just telling you this because this is what's worked for me. And they are products that I've continued to use. I don't use them exclusively. I use other products as well. But essentially that's what she was teaching me to use in the bootcamp. But the most important thing was, she was telling me to wash my face less. So in the morning, I wouldn't wash my face because essentially you don't need to wash anything off. All I would do is a process called soaking. And so you would literally get like a muslin cloth like this. It's a bit dirty because it's got makeup on it. But you would get this muslin cloth. You'd fill your sink with hot water. You'd put the cloth in the hot water, wring it out, and then literally, I'll do it now, literally hold it to your face. And I like to kind of press it, and imagine that's hot, and press it to my face and take 5 deep breaths, and then put it back in the water, wring it out, put it on my face, 5 deep breaths, put it in the water, wring it out, 5 deep breaths. And me, I'm like a rush person, and I was like, oh, for fuck's sake, that's going to take forever. But it doesn't, and it's actually nice to have a little moment of like deep breathing by yourself in the bathroom in the morning. So hey Julia, hey Antonio, hey girl. So that's been a really beautiful process for me, and honestly, like, I didn't believe it when Jenna told me that that is what would change my skin. Kevy! But that's what I put it down to. Like, probably 90% of how my skin is kind of glowy and stuff is to that process called soaking. So I do that in the morning. You can put a little bit of chakras. You can put a little bit of like lavender drops or something in the water as well, depending on what your skin needs. Maybe it's tea tree, maybe it's lavender, or just nothing at all. Hold that to your face, and then there's this product called rose petal mist, and I put 1 spray of that in my hand, and then I put in this nourishing skin reviver. And this bottle has lasted me, Bali, LA, and here. So this has lasted me 2.5 months. I'm not even joking. It's tiny. It's like travel sized. But you put such a small amount in, and you're moistening it with the Jeunesse that it's all you need. And then you literally pat it on. Like, gone are the days of, shit, there's a truck out there. Gone are the days of like rubbing all the lotion in and like needing so much. You don't actually need as much moisture now because you're doing the soaking process. So it's cost effective. It's great because I can travel the world with these with me, and they're tiny. So I've tried a couple of the different ranges of Jeunesse, and one of them, instead of having the like lotion, it's actually a little bottle of oil, and in the oil is almond oil and sesame? No, avocado and sesame, I don't know, 2 oils. So that's something that you could easily make up at home. And literally, again, it's 1 spray of that, 2 drops of the oil, and pat that on your face. And I know that a lot of people are afraid to use oil on their face, particularly if you have oily skin. And that was me. I was oily skin, and so I didn't want to do it, but it's been the best thing for my skin. So that's the morning. Soak 3 times, pat the products in, and that's literally it. I do also use this Under Eye Elixir by Country Kitchen. Can you see the label? Oh no, it doesn't even say Country Kitchen on it. But Country Kitchen is an incredible New Zealand brand by Hannah Jack. She's a beautiful girl based out in Kaukopakapa on like a basically a farm, and she grows all of her own wildflowers, and she makes these products under the full moon, and she kind of blesses them with the full moon. And like, this has lasted me 9 months, I think, maybe a year. And it's I just put that under my eyes, and it's incredible. All of her products are incredible, and they're obviously natural, organic, toxin-free, everything I vibe with. So that's the morning. And then obviously sunblock. Sunblock is huge. I wear an SPF 30 or an SPF 50, and I just use like an organic, toxin-free brand. So make sure that you are using toxin-free sunblock, because sunblocks do contain so many chemicals in them, and I'm almost completely chemical free. So that's the morning. And then at night time, obviously if I haven't worn makeup during the day, I would just do that same process. So the soaking, maybe rub it a little bit if I feel like I've been out in like the toxic city or whatever, and then do that same process. If I have worn makeup, then I don't have it with me, but there's a cleanser the same size as this, so that's lasted me 2.5 months as well. And you literally put like the tiniest dot in your hand, and then put like 2 drops of the shower water in it as well, and mix that together, and then rub that on your face. You literally need the tiniest amount. I couldn't believe it. And then use a hot flannel to kind of wipe the makeup off. And then when you get out of the shower, you do that soaking process again. Same products, the spray, the drops, pat it on your face. Like, that's literally all I do, and it's been life-changing from a product perspective. And then in terms of like supplements, nutrition, all of that other stuff, I take zinc every night. Zinc is super important from an immunity level and from a cell restoration level. With our modern like agriculture and farming processes, a lot of the zinc is no longer present in the soil. So if there's any minerals that we need in our body, it's zinc and magnesium, which are 2 that I take religiously. I take the zinc at night. I think they say, and Julia, you might know this better than me, but I think you're meant to take minerals at night and vitamins in the morning or day. So zinc at night, sometimes magnesium. I've run out of it at the moment. I also take vitamin C pretty much religiously. Vitamin C is a bit of an old school, like, hey Jody. Vitamin C is a bit of an old school, like, you know, those chewable tablets that you have as a kid and you don't really know what it's for, but vitamin C is incredible for skin health and for collagen production and so much more. There's actually a hey burrito, I hope that's how I say it. There's actually a documentary or a movie on Netflix called That Vitamin Movie, which talks all about like the wonders of vitamin C and how it's so beneficial for so many things, particularly in really high doses. It can be thought of to cure cancer, but they haven't. That's a story for another day. But they haven't kind of publicized that, because obviously if that became a cure for cancer, then all of the cancer drug companies would die out. But anyway, that's speculation. The other thing that I'm religious with, and which is what my skin boot camp we're talking about skin health burrito. I didn't know how to put a title on this, but my skin therapist said you absolutely need essential fatty acids, and she could tell by my skin profile and a few other I think she could tell because I take B vitamins as well, and if the B vitamins are like coming out yellow in your urine, that means that you are essential fatty acid deficient. So I use this one by Besto. This is just a tiny travel bottle that my facialist Romy gave me to travel with, but you can get it in a big bottle. And this is a functional food for inner health and outer beauty. So it's full of omega-3s and 6s. Again, I'm not sponsored. These are just products that I love. And I literally just drizzle this one on my salad, or I put it into a salad dressing, or into a smoothie, or on top of yogurt, or I take a teaspoon, like whatever it is. And I put this down to like how I actually have glowing skin, because I used to have really dull, just yucky coloured skin. And this is incredible for me. So it's made up of flax and golden flax. And how can you get it? I don't know. Have a look on Besto. I think it's out of Australia. But I highly recommend that one, or just finding your own omega-3 and omega-6 oil. So something like a flaxseed oil, a hemp seed oil. Make sure that they're cold pressed and they're kept in the fridge, because they go rancid really quickly. Or you can grind up your own linseeds or flax seeds. I think they're called linseeds in America and flax seeds everywhere else. Anyway, you don't ever want to grind them in advance and then keep them, because they expire. What's the word? I can't remember. They go off really quickly. So you just want to grind them before you consume them. So that's something that you can do in a coffee grinder, but don't ever buy them ground, like pre-ground in a shop, because they've lost all of their beneficial properties. B vitamins is something that I take religiously every day, and this is something for my adrenal health and for my nervous system, as well as my skin. So last year, actually I didn't tell you this, but last year around, I had just arrived back from Bali, so it was May last year, and I literally broke out in all these, you can still see the scars from them, but I literally broke out in, what's your country burrito? I broke out in spots like all around my chin. They're still there, and I embrace it because it's a reminder that I need to keep looking after my adrenal health and my nervous system, and not just my like aesthetic face. And yeah, I broke out in all these spots, and I thought that I'd picked up something in Bali, or I didn't know what was going on, but I was told that that's like prime area for your adrenals. And you can actually Google like Chinese face mapping analysis, and it will tell you exactly what region of your face corresponds to which organ in your body. So I think here is like heart, and here is like lungs, and here is gallbladder. So anyway, that's another story for another day. Hey, Joe. But all around here is adrenals. So that was like a massive smack in the face to me, that I needed to reassess how I was living my life, and like the stress that was in my life, and all this kind of baggage that I was carrying. And that has also been another massive part of my journey. As I said earlier in this live, like happiness is an inside job. So I knew that I needed to do a lot of work on the inside in order to look beautiful on the outside, because our outside appearance is always a reflection of what's going on internally. Our skin is our largest detox organ, so if something is malfunctioning in our body, it will always show up on the skin. So whether that's eczema, psoriasis, acne, dry flaky skin, red patchy skin, whatever it is, that's a signal for you to go and look internally at what is going on. And for me, it was stress, anxiety, a little bit of depression. It was a lot of things that I had been going through that brought me to this place. So hey Lauren, I took a really holistic approach. Nigeria, okay, I don't know, you might need to order it online. I took a really holistic approach to looking at someone just delivering the mail. They do that here in London, it goes straight through the door. I took a holistic approach to not just fixing my skin, but also, hey Danielle, but also to fixing what was going on inside. So that's another key takeaway, is your skin is always telling you what is going on inside. And this is my daily reminder that there's still stuff to clear up inside in my stress and anxiety journey, which is something that I'm working on daily. So zinc, vitamin C, essential fatty acids, and B vitamins. So these are the ones that I just picked up in LA. I decided to try the raw complex ones. I don't know if, actually Danielle, what are some good New Zealand brands of vitamin Bs? I've tried the Solgar ones, so they come in that like brown or grey brown bottle with a gold label, and they're pretty good. But the other thing which I have just remembered is digestive enzymes. So I'll take a vegan digestive enzyme every day, usually once per day in the morning, but you should actually take them before each meal. I just forget because I'm out and about, but they are also really good for assimilating all the nutrients that you take in your food and dispersing them to the cells that are needed in your body. So add vegan digestive enzymes to that. But if you obviously there's a cost to all of this, of going out and purchasing all these vitamins. So if I was to suggest one or two, I would probably say the oil, or the linseeds or the flax seeds or whatever. And they have to be ground, the linseeds. You can't actually eat them whole, because you'll probably notice that they come out whole in your poop. So Thorn, Eagle, pure encapsulations. Okay, awesome. Yeah, so I would say B vitamins. Actually, I'd say all of them. It's so hard to pick. Vitamin C, definitely. Yeah, anyway, you do you, boo. And then in terms of nutrition, so I will drink. Obviously, nutrition is such a key component of this skin journey, because of what I said earlier, that our skin is a reflection of what's going on in our digestive system. I will always sleep with a glass of water next to my bed, and I'll drink that before my feet even touch the ground in the morning, so about 600 mils of water, and I drink water consistently throughout the day. People get hangry for food. I get hangry for water. So if I go out somewhere and I haven't taken my water bottle with me, it's all over. I eat a lot of avocado, salmon, hemp seeds, all sorts of seeds actually, chia seeds, pumpkin seeds are my fave, olives, although I read somewhere recently that we need to be careful with olives because they can contain mold. Berries, a shitload of berries. I mean, my diet is absolutely not perfect. I still eat sugar, and I still eat potato chips and french fries, and I pretty much eat whatever I want, but I just make sure that it's a really good balance of those good foods and those slightly more treatish foods. And then the other thing that I do in the morning, which I think has really contributed to the health of my skin, is scraping my tongue. Hands up if you're a tongue scraper. Put an emoji down there. Tongue scraping is an ancient Ayurvedic practice, and it's essentially scraping all of the bacteria and toxins and everything off your tongue that have accumulated overnight. Hey Cleo! And you can pick up a tongue scraper just in a health food store or anywhere really, or you can use the back of a hello Gigi, use the back of a teaspoon, but essentially your tongue, so all of your detoxification processes are happening overnight. Your liver detoxes between the hours of 1 and 3 a.m. and different organs of the body detox at different times. And all of those detoxification, the toxins from that process, they accumulate on your tongue because your tongue is your body's second largest detox organ. And yeah, you can imagine when you get up in the morning and there's that like coating of shit on your tongue, and if you were just to go straight and eat or have a coffee or whatever it is, you're literally swallowing all those toxins back into your body. So scraping your tongue just, and I'll scrape it like 4 times and then rinse the scraper and away I'm done. So it's not very lengthy, but I feel much better for it, and I think that has contributed to my skin health as well, because I'm not reabsorbing those toxins back into my system. So yeah, massive takeaway. If you can start the tongue scraping process, it's so good. Just use a spoon. Like the tongue scrapers are maybe $9 or something. You can get a copper one, or you can get stainless steel. I've had both. I actually lost my copper one. I think I left it in Bali, but the copper one tends to get a little bit what's the word, I don't know, like funky. Hey Millie. I wear a hell of a lot less makeup now, and when I do wear makeup, it's like a really light, toxin-free, organic, natural BB cream, or like a tinted moisturizer. Again, yeah, oxidized, I think that's the word. It has a patina on it. I think that's the word I was looking for, where it goes all like funky and rough. Yeah, way less makeup. I pat the foundation on. I wear organic mascara And that's kind of it at the moment. Like, that's the most I'll put on. I cannot be bothered. And I can't be bothered cleaning it off at night. So I just try and wear as little makeup as possible. But just be really conscious about the products that you are choosing, because we are all voting with our dollar when we buy products. And if we're buying just like whatever cheap foundation or whatever is cheap at the chemist or whatever, without having any thought to where that's come from, how it was made, what ingredients are in it, we are voting with our dollar for what we choose. And yes, at the moment, the organic, toxin-free, natural products are a little bit more expensive, but it's a supply and demand thing. So as we keep purchasing and as we keep supporting those brands that have natural, toxin-free products, please put some of your favorite brands down in the comments below. As we keep supporting those brands, the cruelty-free brands, it will bring the prices down. So as a conscious consumer, it's your duty to find out what practices are behind the brands that you're supporting. So some like MAC and Estee Lauder and, you know, Clinique and all of those brands, if that's who you're supporting, Garnier, Maybelline, just be really conscious about what's going on behind the brands, what's in the products. A lot of it's like silicone fillers and things that are really harmful for your system, and your skin is your largest organ. Everything you put on it gets absorbed into your system. And so if you want some of my favorite brands, just maybe pop a comment below and I'll do a post or a blog post or something about it, because I've been on this journey about a year ago, transitioning from whatever makeup I felt like using or whatever all the other celebs or whatever were using, to really conscious choices, brands that I really want to support. And so I've tried a lot and I've found my favorites. When I say I've tried a lot though, the products I use, and because I use them so sparingly and so infrequently, they have lasted me so long, so it's really worth the investment for me. What else? Yeah, I guess I'll just wrap up by saying, Living Nature, yeah, that's one I haven't tried. Karen Morel are my favorite lipsticks ever. I'm lucky actually to have them supporting me on my next retreat. Actually, I shouldn't say that, but all the gals that are coming on my next 2 retreats in New Zealand and Bali will receive a Karen Morel lipstick. They're my fave. It's all I wear. They smell like cinnamon. Yeah, I'll just wrap up by saying, or by reiterating that point around having the belief that you actually deserve the thing that you're trying to get. Whether that's weight loss, whether that's beautiful glowing skin, whether that's trying to attract in a partner, whether that's like trying to attract your dream job, having the belief and creating the container for someone who both deserves and can hold that vision is so, so important. And that's why I'm a holistic health coach, but a lot of the work I do before I even get to the health part is looking at the mindset and why you haven't been able to achieve these things that you say you want. And so much of it, hey Moni, so much of it does come down to that mindset, and I think that that's a crucial piece that we often miss. Again, the media industry, the gyms, the health food supplements, the weight loss shakes, like all of those products, all those industries have been created out of making women feel like they're not enough. And so that's something that I'm a massive anti-supporter of, and I will never, ever, ever put my name or my brand to a product that I don't wholeheartedly support, and one that doesn't have women's empowerment and belief and alignment and self-worth at the core. So that's kind of it. Does anyone have any questions on the live? I'm conscious that I've been rambling on and on. I hope that you've found this valuable. But if there's a few takeaways that I would ask you to consider today, it's, are you of the belief that you deserve the skin that you want, or are you of the belief that you deserve to have the body that you want? Do you need to lose weight, or can you just love yourself how you are right now? That is, yeah, I think that's all I'd say. But also, just before I head off, my next round of All in Alignment, which is my group coaching program, kicks off on 21st of August. I'll be leading it from Bali, which is really exciting. And that program is for women who are feeling out of alignment in some area of their life. So it might be their physical body, it might be their relationships, their career. They might want to follow their passion project, or they might want to turn their passion project into their career, which is what I did this year in April. Or relationships, family, their social life, like something might just be out of alignment. And it's that one thing that I don't like to use the word fix because you're not broken, but that one thing that we really optimize that will allow transformation in all of those other areas. So 6-week group coaching program kicking off 21st of August. There's a maximum of 10 spots. One of them's already gone. This round that we're in at the moment still has 2 weeks left to go, and the women in the group are just making the most incredible transformations, and it's so amazing to witness. I'm so proud of all of them, and at the beginning they all had the belief that they weren't worthy of it, and it just goes to show that with a little dedication, self-belief, and then the community around it, so many amazing things can shift. So I'm honoured to be a part of that. So I think it's time for everybody in New Zealand to go to bed. I am going to catch the train into London and catch up with some old work friends. So I hope you all have a beautiful day. I don't even think I'm going to wear makeup today. I'm just going to go as I am.